and thank you for tuning in, Rose Ward, Stampersdelight.com. Thank you for watching on my Monday YouTube Live. Just gonna get everything situated here. Sorry about that. Let's see, we got some people on. All right. Okay, we're gonna get started. Hi, Denise, how are you? Hop on, say hi, let me know where you're watching from. Hi, Jennifer. Looks like my lights are pretty bright today. All right, well, we're gonna get started. Again, Rose Ward, Stampersdelight.com. Let me flip the camera. If you'd like to place an order with me, this is my host code. I know this writing is very small, but everything's will be in the description. Just go to Stampersdelight.com. You will be able to get to my blog, my ordering page, also the shop page. I also have a link tree now, and this is a little strange, but it's linktr.ee/Stampersdelight. If you click on there, excuse me, it has everything. It even has where you can PayPal me for classes. And I forgot. Oh my goodness, how could I forget this? Grab your coffee, grab your tea, come stamp with me. All right, flip the camera back again. Snowy Northeast Ohio. Yes, Jill, we had about 4 or 5 inches here, so yes, it is snowy here too. Okay, so first let me go over a couple of things. I want to remind everybody that Donna and I have started the Sweetalicious Fun Fold Club. It's $40 US, $60 for Australia. If you'd like more information on that, of course, it's in the description. It's also on my blog, Stampersdelight.com. So go and check that out. For this month, it is the Sweet Conversations. Next month will be Artfully Composed. The other item I have is I've announced my February online class, which is the Ranunculus Romance Bundle. There's 3 different ways you can join on that. Option 1, 2, and 3. And again, you can pay right online by going to linktr.ee/Stampersdelight. And you can just click PayPal and pay right there. Something new I'm trying out. So remember, you have to sign up for that by February 10th. Okay, so for today, what I'm going to be showing is the Daffodil Daydream bundle. And you might see a couple of sentiments that don't belong to this set. I'm using one, or I'm going to show you one, from the Special Moments, and also Happy and Heartfelt. This is a celebration item. It is celebration time right now. You have till the end of February. Don't forget that. There's also a really good starter kit where you get not only $125 of merchandise for $99, you also get to pick 2 extra sets. And oh, by the way, when you do that and join my team, you get all my video online classes, including the Sweetalicious Fun Fold Club, for free. Just another little perk for being on my team. So Daffodil Daydream, and that is on page, I marked it right there. Okay, so it's page 37, and this is what I'm going to be showcasing tonight. Also, it coordinates, of course, with our Daffodil Afternoon Designer Series paper. Love, love, love this bundle. Hi, Becky. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Teresa. Donna. Hey, Donna Gray. I was just mentioning you. How you going? Donna's on now. Don't forget the Sweetalicious Fun Fold Club. We've got quite a few people signed up, and thank you so much to everyone that has already signed up. I've even got people signing up for next month, so definitely want to get in on that. So let's show you some samples first. Now I want to show you the paper because the first samples really have to do with this paper right here. I was in need of some quick cards, and I usually save these for scrapbook pages. But if you cut this at 4 inches, and again 4 inches, you can, and then this way, you can get 6 cards out of this one sheet of designer series paper. That's why I absolutely love this kind of paper. And that is exactly what I did. So I'm going to show you my first bunch of cards, which are what I call my sweet and simple. So I made a sympathy card with the first one. And of course, again, I used the special moments and the happy and heartfelt. And all it did was you put the designer series paper on a piece of your cardstock, some sentiments, some little doodads. Those are the iridescent rhinestones. Here I did a birthday card and I used the butterflies from the tulip set. Definitely mix and match everything. Hi Susan, hi Lori, hi Randy. Another sympathy card. Unfortunately, I do need a few of these. And you can see just by changing up the doodads, gives it a different look. Here I have the butterflies, here I have the rhinestones. Another sympathy card, and then I stamped a couple of those little butterflies that come with this great stamp set. I made a Mother's Day card. That'll be here before we know it. So I got 6 cards out of that one piece of, and a Easter card, 6 cards out of that one piece of designer series paper. Just some quick, easy cards. And there's days I just like to sit and stamp quick and easy cards, okay? The next one I'm going to show you, well, let's show you this set first. Okay, you can see the stamps, they're all mounted over here. Check out these dies. A lot of intricate dies, but don't let that scare you. Lots of pieces, lots of pieces. But so much fun to play with. So much fun to play with. We're going to be using some of those in a minute. Let me close that up because you know I'll be losing everything. I'm trying to get organized. That's what's taken me so long to do a video of my stamping studio because I keep rearranging things. Okay, the next card I did, of course, I stamped the main image and then cut it out. And then I colored it with my blends. I also used that designer series paper. I used the time-worn embossing folder back there, and because it's got Flirty Flamingo in it, I used the Flirty Flamingo and gold ribbon from the annual catalog. Oh, Janelle, you finally caught me live. And then this vellum paper right here is from the Artfully Composed, right? I think that's what one it was from. I'm telling you, I'm doing so many videos and samples, I forget which ones are which anymore. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. And this is a tent-fold card. And that's just a nice little thank you. And, of course, that's with the happy and heartfelt thank you. I love the font on that, don't you? Now, there will be still shots later on my blog and also the Facebook page, which this will be uploaded to Facebook. So that was another card I did with it. Yes, it's snowing. It was snowy there, too. Yeah, I know. The next card, and this is the one I'm going to showcase tonight. We're going to actually stamp, bring the envelope in. And I fell in love with this card. Carol had sent me a Christmas card similar. And this is a fold. Now, some people call it an M fold. Some people call it a W fold. But it's a fold within a fold. Okay, so there's the card. And when you open it up, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So easy to do. I don't know what took me so long. So this I made into an Easter card. Now this one had Easter blessings, but it didn't have anything else. So I used the Thinking of You from that Special Moments from the Celebration free set. And this is the same designer series paper, just the back side of it. So that's what I'm going to be showing you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Now, here's the next one I did with that before we go on. Because this, you know, I just stamped the big image and colored it and then cut it out and put it on it. The next one I did, I used all those nice little dies. And this is what that one looks like. Now, it may be hard to see. I think down here you can see it better. There's all those little dies that I used to make the daffodils, and I made a nice little bunch of daffodils. You love this fold? Thank you, Stacy. And then when you open that one up, again, I used the same designer series paper, and I didn't flip it, okay, except for on here. So I just did a little bit different, and thinking of you, and happy Mother's Day. Oh, thank you, Susan. Beautiful cards. And here I used the butterflies again. And on the first one, I used those iridescent rhinestones. And then, of course, here's the matching envelope. This card is really not as hard as it may look. And it's a lot of fun to do. So let's leave that there and let's bring in some pieces. Now, there's a lot of little pieces here. So if you miss what I'm telling you, and sometimes I give the wrong dimensions, why I don't know, because I get talking and I forget. But the right directions are always written down in the description and also on my blog. So I'm going to move that out of the way. And I'm going to bring in all these pieces. I'm going to try to keep them in order, which may or may not happen. And then I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer. See, there's a piece over here already. There we go. All right, so let me bring in the paper trimmer. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take a piece of regular cardstock, okay? And you are going to cut that at 5.5 by 11. So this is the 5.5 right here. And then cut that off. This piece you're actually going to be able to use for the inside. You can make this inside piece as large or as small as you want. This is a 3 by 3. The first one I did was 2.5 by 2.5. You see the difference? So you can make that. You can even make that 4 by 4 if you wanted to. You can make it any size you want. We're going to go with the 3 by 3. So then we're going to rotate that. And we're going to do some scoring. And I'm going to move my blade out of the way so I don't mess it up. And I am going to score this at 1 3/4. There's 1.5, so there's 1 3/4. Score it. 3.5. And then this is 5 1/4. And then 7. Okay. That's the scoring for that piece. I'm just going to set that aside for a second. We'll do all this at one time. This piece is already 3 inches. So I don't have to cut that, but I do have to cut it this way. I want it 3 by 6. Put that aside. And then I'm going to score that in the middle. So 3 by 6 inches, so in the middle would be 3 inches. So now we have that piece. Okay, bring that in. I'm going to grab my bone folder here, and we are just going to do it the right way here. I'm going to fold these. And what did I do? Oh, hang on. There we go. Okay. And there you have your fold. That's it. And this is your card. So this is your base card. Everyone's coming in late. That's okay. All right, I'm really going to burnish this. All right, so there's your base. And then this piece, of course, we fold in half. And this is the piece that actually gets tucked inside here like that. That's all there is to it other than layering. It's so easy, and I love it. Okay, so let's start with our panels. So now, here's the thing. You can, let me just show you. What I did was I put it onto very vanilla, like I'm going to show you. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. You could actually just do it on the right on the paper. So I have 4 panels. Whoop. Let me grab that. These are going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And what did I do? Lose my fourth one? That's okay. I'll grab another one. Let me just cut that. And this I'm going to do at 1 1/2, or 1 3/4 rather. Okay, so this is 1 3/4, right? That's what that is. So I'm just going to take it to the 1 3/4 and just do a smidge, 1 notch over, so that it fits. Just so I could show you that. I am not good with math. I know there's 7/8, 3/8, 5/8. Just one little line over, okay? Here's my next piece. If you've watched me before, you're used to me. Okay. And then those 4 pieces, we are going to add 4 pieces of the designer series paper, which is 1 1/2 by 5, so that I can layer these just like this. Now you see I'm using different designer series paper, so it's going to look a little different, and I'm going to do it this way rather than have all the same color. Yes, retirement is fabulous. You're absolutely right. Although I have to admit, everybody says, well, you're even busier. You really are. But you know what it is? You're busy doing things you love. And you're busy doing things that you haven't had a chance to do. Now this one I'm going to glue the opposite way. I'm loving every minute of it. I still have to pinch myself because I sit there and go, oh, that's right. I'm retired now. Retired from my day job, doing Stampin' Up full time. I'll tell you one thing though, and it's very true. I spend so much time in my studio. I mean, I love it, but you have to remember that you have to take a break once in a while. My husband keeps reminding me that. I'm like, no, I don't. Okay, so we're just going to layer that right in there. Okay, so now those 4 panels are going to go right onto my card. And I am going to start with this side. So this is going to go here. So just layer those right up. And you can use your liquid glue if you want. You know I'm a Stampin' Seal person. I do use liquid glue when I have to. And then we're just going to do this one. Layering that right in there. And then this one. And if it's a little off, you can always trim it. And then this one's going to go right in here. Okay, so there is my fold with all this pretty designer series paper. You went out and got a part-time job. Well, truthfully, I am retired. I do help them out a couple hours a week for just for the winter, but I'm retired. Okay, this inside piece is 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. And then the designer series paper is layering right inside there. That's 3 1/2 by 5. So you're just layering, you know, those are the dimensions I use. And then it looks like that when you open it. So we're going to go right ahead and glue this down. Yeah, it's absolutely wonderful. I love it. You can work when you want and take the days off. That's great. When I help out, I only have to do a couple hours, a couple of days a week, so it's not bad. Okay. And there's my card. Now that alone would be great. But now we're going to bring in this piece. Okay, so this piece gets glued into here. But before we do that, let's layer. Okay, so for these pieces, you're going to use, make sure I got 2 pieces there. I have to cut another one. I'm not sure where that went. Maybe it's under here. Nope. I lost a piece of designer series paper. That's okay. We'll just cut another one. Okay, so these pieces right here, the very vanilla, you're going to need 3 of these. And those are 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. And they get layered right on the 3 by 3. Okay, so we're going to layer that up. This one is actually for the inside. You ever notice how I turn the paper over even though it's blank on both sides? Okay, so those are 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. And then the designer series paper, okay, that is 2 1/2 by 2 1/2, and that gets layered right in there. Now, I'm not sure if that's too much or if I should do it this way. While I'm cutting another piece, which side should I use? The flowered side or the dotted side? I'll let you decide while I'm cutting that piece off. So I'm cutting this at 2 1/2 by 2 1/2. So which side should I use? Flowered side or the dotted side? Okay, so you got your choice here. Let's see. Could go like that. I could do both, actually, if I wanted to. But I'm not sure which one I want to use. I really love the flowers. I really do. But I'm thinking I don't want to take away from what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do the dotted side. Yep, dotted. Yeah, everybody's on the same page. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to use the little dotted side. Oh, and this is the pale papaya. A lot of people ask me how I figure out what colors I want to use. Well, I'll tell you honestly, I take the designer series paper, I look and see what colors coordinate with that, and I start from there. Doesn't mean I'm going to finish or I'm not going to change it up, but that's where I start. Okay, so this piece goes, one side goes here, one side goes here, just like this. I would tell you, you need a strong adhesive. Stampin' Seal works. Your tear and tape would work. Tear and tape, Stampin' Seal Plus would work. I really want to make sure that's not going to come apart. And I'm just going to slide that in and glue it down. And there's your card. There's your base. That's all there was to it. I know it looked like a lot of pieces, but it really wasn't. Oh, you said the flowered side. Sorry, Susan. Sorry, Julie. We went with the dotted side. Okay, so we're going to put that aside for a second. And then I'm going to bring in some of the Flirty Flamingo, Mossy Meadow, and the Pale Papaya. I'm bringing in my adhesive sheets. I want the adhesive sheets for these two, not for the leaves. And I'll show you why. I'm going to bring that in. And I am just going to cut these down. So I need that, probably don't even need that big of a piece, but whenever I do this, I go back and cut all my pieces out so I have them ready for my next project. All right, so I'm just going to cut this with my scissors. Doesn't have to be straight. And I'm going to do one with this. I know you always hear me talk about the adhesive sheets. I've showed you a few times, but this is one instance when I really do want them. I can't wait to do my video on how I cleaned up my stamp studio. I got some new things, but I also repurposed some old ones, which is definitely something you want to do. You want to keep what you can use. All right, so let's grab this. And I'm just going to lay these down. Willy-nilly, it doesn't matter, as long as you get the sticky stuff on there. And then the same thing with this one. That's okay. The next one, Susan, the next one. Oh my gosh, we got 81 people watching. Thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, say hi. I do have giveaways. I'll be giving away something every time I do a video from now until my birthday. And let me just show you real quick, in case you've never seen me before. This is what I'm giving away on my birthday. So this is, let me just flip this. It looks like, come on. I hope I'm not stuck here. It looks like the internet kind of just fuzzied out. On the Stampersdelight shop.com, you can win this on my birthday. This is a little emergency stamp kit. You can put your scissors in there, your adhesive, your blocks, and I'll be giving that away live on my birthday, February 4th. So if you'd like to win that, all you have to do is leave a comment, share my videos, subscribe. Okay. All right, so now we have that. We're going to bring in the die cutting machine and start cutting. Whether I use the pieces or not, when I'm going through all this, I put as many pieces on here as I possibly can, because I might want to use them later. So I'm going to bring in my dies. And I am just going to lay them all down on here, as many as I can fit of the flowers. Let's see. Oh, got some more here. There's a lot of them. And I'm going to arrange them all that I can fit. This way, I only have to do this one time. Just a little, see if I can fit one more in there. You just don't want those to overlap. Okay. I'm going to run this through. Whoop, that one just moved. Let me just slide that up a second, sandwich that in, and roll it through. Hi, Darlene. Hi, Pam. All right. Now I do need these dies again, so I'm just going to pop those all out. Remember, they got sticky stuff on them. You want to be careful. All right, we'll move that one away. And we're going to bring in this one. But before I do that, I'm just going to grab some of these, because you get the idea. I want the more intricate dies. All right, so we'll put that piece there. That one goes there. This is probably the longest part of the video. Oh, what the heck? What the hey? What the heck? I'll do all of them. I'm just going to mix and match all these colors. Now, daffodils I always think are yellow, but if you look at that paper, it's got some flirty flamingo, and I really liked the flirty flamingo on there. So how many inches of snow? If you got snow, how much did you get? Like I said, I think we got about 5 inches, but you know, it's that heavy, wet snow. That's the worst when it comes to shoveling or plant. I don't shovel, my husband does, but it's just that real heavy, wet snow. Okay, there. So let's go ahead and do that one more time. And then we'll have some flirty flamingos to play with, because I'm not sure how I'm even going to do this yet. What colors I'm going to put together, how I'm going to put them together. But we will see. All right, I'm going to pull this out. And I am going to put that right here for a second. Now, I want the leaves, but I don't want to use the adhesive for that. I'm just going to go ahead and line those up and pull out the stems. I don't want the adhesive on those. You'll see why in a minute. Okay. There we go. Yes, definitely share my videos. Tell your friends. I'm on YouTube Monday nights, usually, barring any problems. And I'm on Facebook Live Friday mornings at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so we got those now. Okay, so there are my leaves. Move this out of the way. Put these back over here before I lose them. I found a die the other day. I didn't even know I was missing it. Okay. So I'm going to bring in this piece because this is where we're going to design. And I'm going to lay some leaves here. Let's grab that one. So they're going to go right there. I'm going to grab these. Let's grab some of these now. Let's put these together. And here's the other ones. Now you know I'm going to lose something here, don't you? Okay. Throw that over there. All right. Let me get my dies out of the way because there's nothing worse than losing one of these dies. And I could have had this all cut like I usually do ahead of time, but I know a couple people asked me about the adhesive sheets, so I really wanted to show you those. And sometimes you can't do those ahead of time. Sometimes you can. Okay, let's put these right there. One of the little tricks I do now is I have a little, let me show you, a little tray here that keeps some of my stuff in it for me while I'm doing the videos. Whoop, I lost my screen. There you are. Okay. All right, so let's take some flowers, and I'm going to use these two. And this is like I said, this is the pale papaya. And then I'm going to, right over that, put these more intricate dies. And the one thing I love about the adhesive sheets, when you pull that piece up, a lot of those pieces that you don't need stay right on the paper. I'm just going to put that aside for a second. Am I in camera view? Okay, good. All right, and that's going to go right on top of there. And this is what I said. Look at how beautiful that color is, right? Okay, so let's grab another one. And let's just peel that off without poking anything through. Pull it right off. Look at that. And we're going to put that one right there. Now we're going to bring in these petals. See how many I have here. Okay. So I'm going to take this one. They do all match up. I tend to change them up a bit because no two flowers are alike. So this is the more intricate one, and that fits nicely right on this, like that. Let's do another one here. Daffodils are your birthday flower. Oh. Yeah, I love daffodils. And I think one of the reasons I like daffodils so much is they're probably one of the first flowers that come up here in the spring. So the first daffodil, and it can still be cold out too, and the daffodils just push through, and I know spring's on the way, and I'm ready for spring. Okay, let's get that one off. Bring that one in here. Layer that one right on top of there. Now I'm going to take this little guy and this other one. So they do line up. You see this one has 3 points and this has 3 points, and they're smaller than the other ones. I did earlier make a mistake and line the other ones up, but it didn't matter. They still looked really nice. Okay, so we have this and this. Let's see, what do we have left here? There it is. Yellow. Okay, so these could be lined up here, but let's just put those aside for a minute. I might not even use those. All right. So I'm going to take this, and we're going to use 2 of these. So you're just lining it up like that. Look at that. And then this goes right on top of there, just like that. So for this one, I am going to use a little bit of my adhesive. And then I'm going to grab a dimensional so that pops up. Oh, I'm so excited. Look how many of you are watching. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And then I'm going to, whoop, I didn't take the adhesive off this one. Oh, that's right. I don't need a dimensional. I got the adhesive on there. What am I thinking? That's because I did it the other way before. Okay, so we don't need that. We will in a minute, but not for this. There's my first one. Now this one, this part right here goes towards the stem. If you look real close in the catalog, it does help you. There's also a video out there, which I'll add. And I'm just going to put that one this way. And I could, if I wanted to, just grab an extra little piece back there. Let's see, maybe I will. Do it a little off-centered. How's that? Whoop. Let's take this off. I'm just trying this. I don't know if it'll work, but I like to try new things. I'm brave, aren't I? While I'm live, I'm just going to do that so I have some more color back there. Yeah, I like it. Okay, let's move these out of the way. This is what I mean. So now I have more for later. Okay, so these 2 stems I'm going to have right here. I think I'm going to do it this way. And in order to hold that down, I'm just going to put a little glue, a little of my adhesive right there, so that they stay down while I'm working with it. These 2, you don't have to have the stem on it. I'm going to put that one right there, I think. Okay, so let me add a little glue here. And I'm only adding a little bit in case I want to change it. I'm known for changing things, so I'm going to add that right there. And this one, I'm going to add right here. Kind of push those together. If you don't press it down too far, you can change them. I'm going to have that like that. Okay, let's see how that works. Let's take my larger one. And I'm just taking the adhesive off the one backing here. I don't need to pull it off that one. And I am going to put this one right here. Now remember, there's adhesive on there, so you want to make sure that you don't have it on this side. How's that coming out? Oh, you're glad I'm using this set? Oh, you're going to love this set. And then I'm going to take the backing off this one ever so gently. Yes, I am enjoying my time stamping. I mean, I always enjoyed my time stamping, but now I get to do it all the time. I love it. I said to my husband the other day, it's so wonderful when you have a job that you absolutely love. Okay, and we're going to put that one right there. Okay, so look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I love these dies. All right, so let's see what else I want to do here. I'm going to take a bow. Now, that may not look like a bouquet to you, but it will. I'm going to take this Flirty Flamingo and Gold Ribbon. Remember, this is in the annual catalog. I'm just going to tie a little bow. Get it the way I want it. I had to laugh the other day. Our financial guy was here, and he never saw my stamp studio. And he said, I always wondered what you did. So he came downstairs, and he was like, oh, my God, this is like a real operation. I was like, yes, it is. Okay, and I'm going to put that right there. So I'm going to grab some glue dots. And I don't know where my glue dots are, so I'm going to forgo that. I'm going to use my adhesive here. We'll just throw that on there. I'm going to put that right there. Make sure there's no glue right there. I'm going to grab a strip of our Very Vanilla. Oh, thank you, Maureen. I didn't see you hop on there. I am going to grab the Thinking of You from the Thinking of You is from that celebration set. Oop, I grabbed the white, didn't I? I want off-white, or Very Vanilla. There we go. I'm going to stamp the Thinking of You. I'm going to do a no-no and snip this with my ribbon scissors. Now remember, I didn't show you the inside yet. And I'm going to tuck that right in there. And this I'm going to use dimensionals. You know me and my dimensionals. And there was one. Oh, here. I already sent her a message, but Elizabeth Falcomer, you won the prize for the video on Friday. So on Friday morning, I will announce who won it for today. And I'm just going to tuck that right under that bow, just like that. Now, obviously, I don't want these hanging down that far. So I'm going to be good this time and grab the right scissors. And I'm just going to cut those off, just like that. So I have a bouquet of flowers from that beautiful die set. Now, the inside, and of course, we're going to do something with that too. I think we'll put a flower in there. This is why you have that extra vanilla. And you also want a 3x3, just like this, of the pale papaya, because that's going to go inside here. So when you close it, you don't see that. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to stamp this. And I'm going to make this into an Easter card. I know Easter's a ways off, but you know it'll be here before you know it. So I'm going to stamp Easter Blessings. Perfect. I'm going to bring in this other stamp right here. And I am going to ink that up. I'm going to stamp it off twice. I want it real faint. And I'm going to stamp right over my lettering. So you can still see the words, but you do have a background there. And this goes right behind that. One of the things I like to do, and you can do it however you want. This is just the way I like to do it. I'll put my glue down. Make sure I'm going to have this to go in the right way. And I just line it up here. Just like that. Just a little trick. And then I fold it. I close it. And there. So it comes out pretty even where you can't see it. Beautiful Easter card. Let's move all these out of the way for a second, because I will get to use those later. I've already cut some of these butterflies out. Now, the butterflies do have some intricate dies with it, too, some detailed dies. But we're not going to use those. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do some coloring with the blends. Okay, so I'm going to take my Flirty Flamingo, my dark, and I'm going to just add some of this. Like I said, there's a lot of dies to this set, but it's absolutely gorgeous. I don't know how many I'm going to use, so I'm just coloring because there's not a lot of coloring here. All right, bring in the light one. But they do have the detailed die that goes right over this. And if you order this now, you can get the matching designer series paper as your free gift. So I'm going to take some dimensionals. I'm going to put one here on the inside. I'm going to put another one on the inside here. Then I got that third one. Now, before I put that down, I'm going to close this and I'm going to put it right there. So you can see the butterfly when it's closed. Oh, thanks. Felicia says this will rival any Hallmark card. I love it. I love it. And then when you open it, you can still see the butterfly. Now all it needs is some, as I like to call it, doodads. Since I already have the butterflies, I'm not going to use those butterfly embellishments we have. I'm going to use the iridescent rhinestones. So let's bring my Take Your Pick tool in and let's start decorating. Okay, so I'm going to take a larger one, put one up there. Then they got the medium-sized one, so I'm going to put one over here, another medium one over here, and then I'm going to take some small ones and just randomly put those around. What do you think? I think it only needs one more thing. I think it needs a little Wink of Stella. Let's see, did I bring my Wink of Stella out? I sure did. So I'm thinking, and this is a brand new one, so I got to squeeze this ever so gently. You know what it's like when you squeeze a new Wink of Stella. Gently. There we go. And we are going to add some Wink of Stella to the butterflies. And I could have done that before, but could do it right now. So now I have some Wink of Stella on them. Thank you, Susan. Put that back over there. And the only thing it needs now is an envelope. Let's grab the envelope. Close this up before I ruin the card I just made. And I think I'll use the big flowers now. So there's two different ones. There's three on that. So we're going to use that one. Bring in a piece of paper so I don't get it all over. And then I'm going to flip that lip up there and do it on the back side. And there we have our matching envelope for our Easter card. Absolutely. I love this card. I love the fold. Remember, you can do this inside piece at 3 inches, 2.5 inches. You could even do it a 4x4 if you want. Okay, it doesn't matter which size you use. It'll just look a little different. So this is the one we just did. Okay, now you know what I'm going to ask you. Which one's your favorite? So here's the one we just did. Here's the first one that I did. off camera. This is the other one. But all three of them are the same fold. And you can see this one's the one, the smaller insert. So which one is your, oh, thank you. So which one? Hey, Sharon. Sharon, you just reminded me. The retreats will be in the mail tomorrow. Anybody that did the winter retreat, they are going out in the mail tomorrow. And if you did the January Hello Ladybug online class, they will be going out by Friday, okay? And then, of course, I have my Ranunculus Romance online class for February. And then here was the other card that I had showed. This ribbon is perfect for this designer series paper. So don't overlook that. I know we get excited with the mini catalog. So many good things in the annual catalog. And then, of course, I have the 6 cards that I did with the one piece of designer series paper. Okay, there'll be still shots later. The last one was your favorite. You love tonight's color combo. Thank you so much. You like today's, okay. Oh, thank you, Stampers. There's all of them. Okay, so again, Elizabeth, you won the giveaway, and I will be pulling a name from all the comments from today, or tonight. I'll be pulling that name and announcing that on Friday. You do have to email me or text me or message me within a week so I can get that out to you, okay? So thank you all so much for tuning in and spending your Monday evening with me, or Monday morning, wherever you are, or Tuesday morning. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. Ask me any questions. I will answer them. And what is that? All beautiful. And they have their own. Oh, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to check out my online classes. Just go to Stampersdelight.com. And also check out the apparel shop. I will tell you, the PMS t-shirt, sweatshirt, and mug is selling like hotcakes. Well, PMS, for those of you who have never watched me, it's a sweatshirt, t-shirt, and there is a mug now that says PMS in big letters, but underneath it, it says, purchase more stamps. That's our motto, right? Okay, everyone, have a great evening, and keep on stamping.